Hi, it's Luke for Inside the Singularity, and today I just want to talk about things that are going on and my perspective on them a bit. First, I just want to talk about a little bit about what's going on in my personal life, just to show that, yeah, I'm here with you, I'm dealing with these things as well. I'm not off in some fantasy land pretending that bad things don't happen. Uh, I have a family member, a uncle, who was diagnosed with leukemia a few weeks ago, and it's been really tough on the family. He got sick really quick, and the chemo has been pretty hard on him. And I felt it's just been hard to deal with. I mean, I had my own cancer situation, but it was definitely not as intense as leukemia. And this guy just got married last year. He got his house. He looked like he had life set up for him. You know, um, everyone was happy for him, and then now he's hanging on for dear life. And what do you do? What do you say? And uh, mostly, you don't say any of this spiritual nonsense to them. Personally, I have not been very close with this person. It's been awkward for a long time just because of the dynamics of my family situation, and yeah. But in a time like that, it's important, I think, to let someone know that they are at least loved and respected. And beyond any ideological differences or preferences or lifestyle choices, it's there's still something more that binds us together. And another thing that's been really hard to deal with is, we can't see him, we can't do anything because of COVID right now. And that has been especially hard on my grandmother. So that's been fun. And I'm a very empathetic person, so I feel a lot. I've been feeling a lot. It's been why it's been hard to record a video. It's just I have to be in a good enough mood. Now it's awakening or spiritual stuff. It doesn't make you feel one way all the time. I would just say it's like I have a love comforter around me all the time while I'm processing these hard emotions. But also I recognize that millions of other people around me in this country right now are dealing with a lot of things. And I hear a lot saying that we're going into a deep, dark winter and all of that. And I definitely feel that. A lot of people are not going to be able to maybe feed themselves or have a place to stay. They might be kicked out. There might be a lot of homelessness. There might be a lot going on. And I am blessed enough to have a bed to sleep on and food. And I recognize that even a lot of people around this world don't have that. So, count your blessings and be grateful. That's what I have to say. And it can be, the first thing on mind when life gets dark to shut down your heart and get bitter and mean. And I see that, and I recognize that. But I think it's the more courageous thing to let it break your heart open and make you love more. I never said life wasn't a tragedy. In some sense, the tragedy of life hasn't hit you yet, then you really haven't stepped into love yet. Because it's only when life breaks your heart enough times that you start to really care and give a damn. And that is what this is. Life's invitation to, for once, care. And I've made my decision. And I'm dealing with the ramifications of that. And I didn't come with any promises, and it didn't come with any guarantees, and I didn't ask for any. And I may be homeless on the street, and I may die there, and I see that, and I accept that. But I'm willing to stand in my principles and have my dignity until my dying breath. Because I know what is true at the core of everything. I refuse to see reality as anything less than perfect and whole. And that the only real failure is my inability to see it through God's eyes. In a certain sense, just have to have faith that you're being shepherded into something greater. That you cannot possibly understand. And yes, it's a very emotional thing. It's not very rational. It's not very logical. You have to be willing to feel and to cry. I live in such a state where I can cry tears of sadness and joy at the same time. It's quite perplexing. So, yeah. I'm just giving it to you as real as I possibly can, speaking you to at whatever level that I'm at. Talk is cheap, But these words come from a very honest, vulnerable place, as always. I've noticed in life very few people speak from the heart. And it can leave reality feeling very meek. And reality just becomes so thin and cheap. And the gravity of things just don't hit you. It's only when someone opens up about their reality, about their true experience, that sometimes things can change. I'm not here to pretend that I don't suffer and not in pain, but I'm also not here to pretend that I don't have hope and that I see a bright side. So let me talk about that a little bit. It's the radical circumstances that we are facing are only indicative of a radical change in consciousness. And it is only the beating down of the walls of the delusions that we have formed that is evidence of God's love for us. It would not leave us a limitation, but it would break down our walls with any means necessary. Now, if you're not particularly attached to your form and very comfortable with the ebb and flows of life, you will understand what I mean and see that what once was war and famine can become just another dance in life, another cycle, another birth and death, another reformation, another reintegration. At the highest of levels, what is going on is beautiful and perfect. And in the midst of it, it is hell. And God is in both places. Think for a second. It is above any of this and does not understand. It understands totally. But it loves you. It loves you. It loves you more than you could hate it. And it will give you everything. And that is this process. And I know it can be difficult to understand what I'm saying. But don't try to put it together. Just feel what I'm saying. What can only be taken away from you is to only make way for something greater. You will only die to reveal something greater, to experience something more. beyond your wildest dreams or comprehension. And it chokes me up, because I know truth is the only thing that keeps me sane. And it makes me sound insane. Quite funny, isn't it? And there's billions of people on this planet, and most of them could not understand what I'm saying. Most probably don't speak English, or have trouble understanding my accent, or the other words I say. But there's a small group of people that are, see a bigger picture, see the bright light, are tired of the narrative that life is nothing but darkness and chaos. Once you've spent enough time in hell, this becomes quite soothing. I'm not here trying to make an argument. I got no bones to pick with anyone. This is just take it or leave it. Besides all of this. Okay, the video stopped recording, so I just wanted to do a cut here. I just wanted to briefly talk about my current health situation. I went to the doctor and they said my tumor marker is down very low, so that's very good news, but my thyroid hormone was down very low, so they were able to give me new medication. So hopefully now I can have more energy to do stuff. I've been feeling really sick and tired, and that explains why they had to do a pretty big increase on it. I've also, when they took out my thyroid, they messed up my calcium glands, and that creates a lot of numbness in my hands and feet and tongue and all my body, and that's been kind of difficult to deal with. My hands get cramped sometimes and it's hard to walk. Trying to find the right level of calcium to take, but beyond that, I've been feeling a lot better. I've been working on some projects. I'm working on a video game right now. It's just going to be a video game that anyone can play online for free. Hopefully, I will have something more about that in the coming months. I've just been doing the needful. I've been trying to just take care of myself the best I can. It's been honestly difficult to record these videos, or even to want to. I'm just have not been, just been thinking a lot, pondering a lot of hard questions. I deal with a lot of things that I imagine a lot of other people deal with. I guess the only difference is that I have a much more loving perspective that at least gets me through it, helps me through it, and it's only because I've spent so much time thinking and studying and just willing to just let go of everything just to honor what is true, because at the end of the day, that is what heals you, that is what nurtures you, and it is only when you see that and you experience that you are willing to do that and to accept all your flaws and to come home to God or the divine. I am by no means perfect or a saint by any means. Do not get that illusion. Please don't. That puts a lot of pressure on me. I can't deal with that. This I'm just your cosmic companion, and everyone else is, I. Everyone has gifts to share, and so do I. And I'm trying to share myself, trying to share my thoughts. That's all I'm doing here. Um, and we all have valuable things to share and to offer. I do believe that. So, on that note, I think I'm going to end this video. Hopefully, I will have a more concrete topical video coming out soon. But yeah, life is interesting. Life can be hard. But what heals us is the love that we cultivate in our hearts. That is what the focus is. That is what I'm focused on. So with that, may you be blessed, and I will see you in the